Well, Moses, a pretty good past couple days for the Pontiacs. They returned home Sunday after a 3-game road trip where they took 4 of 6 points.
Yeah, you know, that was pretty big for them too. You know, they haven't really been here in their franchise this close, this late in the season, this close to first place, that is. You know, Bonnyville sitting tied for second right now in that North Division with only 11 games to go, and they're eyeing that division title. Clayton Brown explains.
The Pontiacs are treading new waters. Only 4 points out of first in the North. The team has never been this close, this late in a season, to top spot in the division.
The opportunity's there. It's never been there, as far as I know, probably in organization history, to be this close, this tight, to have the opportunity to do this. And now we just got to buckle down.
We're really gunning for it now, especially now that it's, you know, we're able to get it. We're getting a lot closer. So hopefully we can win these next few games, get in first place.
But the climb to the top won't be easy, especially since there's only 3 points separating Bonnyville from 3 other teams who are right on their heels.
For my 3 years in the league, I've never seen it this tight, and just every game means so much. In the last 11 games we got left, it's huge. You can jump from 5th to 1st in a couple of games, right? So it's big.
If the Pontiacs are to continue their push for first, they'll have to get past the Whitecourt Wolverines tonight. The team Bonnyville is tied within the standings and has had its struggles against this season.
We're tied for them in second place. They have a game in hand, so if we win, we're sitting sole spot in second place. So it's really, we need to win that one.
We have a level that we can raise it to. We've got to raise it to it and stay at it. And you know, a huge home game for us before, 2 on the road, and none bigger than, again, like you say, this Tuesday.
Puck drop tonight is 7 o'clock at the RJ Lalonde. In Bonnyville, Clayton Brown, Newcap Sports.
Well, thanks a lot, Clayton. Meanwhile, there's no question about the level of hockey talent in the city of Lloydminster. An area has produced over the years, both male and female. Last night, Lakeland College was host to a focus group exploring the idea of having a women's hockey program. Now, the meeting did include members from the city and the public school board, as well as some of the local female midget and bantam coaches. Now, currently, the ACAC has a minimum of 4 teams competing in the sport of female hockey, and with Grant McEwen on its way to the CIS in the next 2 years or so, having another team is vital to keeping the sport around.
There's a bit of a sense of urgency to get a women's program going here, and we believe we can. We have a lot of talent in the community that seems to be walking away, going into the cities or some other places to compete. If we could retain a number of those kids here and give them a viable place to play hockey here, we think that we could definitely have a successful team.
Now closer to home, the Lakeland Rustlers men's basketball team are coming off 2 crucial wins this weekend to pull within 2 points of 8th place, and will try to extend their 3-game winning streak against King's College. Matt Schumont has more.
After splitting all but 1 series this year, the men's basketball team were able to pick up their first weekend sweep of the season against the Grand Prairie Wolves.
We needed was a sweep and 2 wins to move us along in playoffs, and I was really happy with that. I mean, obviously, a little bit tougher game Friday night, and we made some adjustments Saturday, and we were pretty much on cruise on Saturday, so that was nice to see.
It was nice finally getting a sweep. We split all our games pretty much throughout the whole season here, so getting a sweep really feels good, plus the game against Augustana. 3-game winning streak is good for us. We needed it.
Averaging 84 points a game, the Rustlers' offense came to life in their 2 wins, putting up over 90 points in both victories, including a huge game by Kadeem Willis.
No exception this weekend. I mean, Kadeem Willis went off for 40 points on Saturday. I mean, whenever you have a player leading your team like that, you're bound to be successful. So
now Lakeland have a great opportunity to keep the ball rolling as they prepare for a home-and-home series against King's College, a team who have lost their last 7 games.
Kings are, again, a team that's a little deceptive. Their record indicates they're not that productive, but I mean, in their last 3 out of the last 4 games, they've lost by a point or 2. So they're kind of hungry for those wins just like we are.
It's going to be the exact same thing as it was this weekend. Like, we know we need to capitalize when we can get sweeps and get a 5-game winning streak, which is what we need. And the teams above us are really close with the points-wise, so we can get 2 this weekend. That'll bump us into 7th, 6th, so we'll be good for playoffs, I think.
Matt Schumont, Newcap Sports.
All right, remember Neil Yakupov's memorable goal celebration last week? Well, in this week's Beyond the Boards, Matt Schumont finds out how well a longtime Oilers fan does what is now being called Yakupoving.
All right, Nolan, it's been a week since the whole Neil Yakupov celebration thing. Now, as a big-time Oilers fan, did you mind the celebration?
You know what? I'm usually not a big fan of a big celebration. I like, I like when a guy scores a goal and it looks like he scored a goal before. But considering the game, and I definitely know a lot of people that were at the game, and they said that it was one of the best games they've ever been to. So considering everything that went on, I think the celebration was somewhat appropriate.
Now, say if it was like an overtime situation for you or a playoff game and you got the overtime winner or tied it up, could you see yourself doing something like that?
Like in a playoff game, yes. Not in a regular. I could never run down the ice and get on my knees and do that, but definitely in a playoff game, I would do that for sure.
Okay, now the whole thing about having fun with Beyond the Boards is we're actually going to get you to try to do the celebration. Are you ready to do your Yakupov?
I guess I can. Do you want me to start on the far end here, or how do you want me to do this?
Well, we're gonna get Mr. Carlson over there to flip you up the puck. You're actually gonna bat it in and do the whole celebration. So, are you ready for this?
I guess so. Well, it'll be a treat, but here we go.
So, how did you feel about that? That looked pretty good.
Well, it feels a lot better. Now that I did that, I feel, pretty good.